shorts, check. Nike, I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee.
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
It's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 7 catches, 136 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nicole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And Mantro, talking about singing something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
7 at the 28-yard line.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
Chris Carson.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball carrier.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Eckler.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their
from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Carson, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Baker Mayfield.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The score, Steelers 7, Ravens 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Mayfield. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Keelan Cole.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off. By the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Caught left side, Williams. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 39 yards there, a big one.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
From the 29, Mayfield. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Westbrook.
The end result, 21 yards.
The 8-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Baker Mayfield.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Ravens 3.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll check that down to Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Throwing, Hundley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end fan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too... Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Mayfield. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
Blitz coming in.
and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Hard throw, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But and my goodness, another interception.
Time, baby.
Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. 7 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make head.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just spin for the offense. You got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. They decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Hundley. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
This one caught by Isabella. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle by Leonard Williams. A pickup of 2. Brings up
well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.